Well, this is a bit different,
Hello, hello.
mate. Why are we doing this virtually? Where'd you go?
We are in Mexico. It's currently, what time is it? 8:54 p.m. on Wednesday, the 24th of April. So
It
a
is
little bit
currently
behind.
I'm sitting here at 11:54 a.m. on the 25th of April. So we have a bit to get through. 2 games today. Do you want to quickly go through what happened last week?
What happened last week? We lost. We thought we'd lose, but we wanted to be competitive. We were going to play a non-scoring player because of Liam Ryan. Oh, the
Mm-hmm.
teams haven't come out yet. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, you've got it up here. So
Yep. Only lost
basically, I wanted Toby Bedford. We went my check. Wouldn't have made a difference in the end, even though my Bedford did score more than my check.
Mm-hmm.
And now, yeah, what happened? It was just too. Our opponent was really consistent. Like his scores were just really consistent. And then he got a bit of pussy bail with his buy round players.
Do you know
And we
what?
obviously had Gorn as or Oliver as our captain from buy round. So
Do you know what? I think we were heavily impeded with the injuries and the non-scoring players and the suspensions to score 15-48. Not terrible, considering
no,
we were a little bit handicapped.
definitely. Listen, a lot of good signs. What was it? Winhager got his first 100 of the year. Lockie
Preach.
Ash is back to form. Best thing, by the way, that's happened is Tom Stewart going out, obviously, for Carlton, but Zach Guthrie kind of assumed that role. I think
Yes.
that's why he scored an 80, and hopefully he does the same against us. Obviously, the Dacos wasn't really the captain. Cripper was unbelievable. Bonner still ticking on. Click on Tanner Bruin. I'm not sure you've seen this. Have you seen this? Go on Tanner Bruin.
Yeah, what am I looking at?
Yeah,
Time on.
scroll down to his last game.
Oh, what? 58% game time and
he
scored a
a
95.
So, firstly, hey, Chris Scott, because what's he doing?
What
But
is he doing?
58% game time and scored a 95. So it's just, and he hasn't gone over 65% all year. So I don't think that's going to change. I think that must be a structural thing. So we're just going to have to wear that. So we're going to have weeks where Tanner is just not on. And he's kind of capped at his scoring potential, unfortunately. With that little
Surely by the
gap.
end of the year, that's just going to develop. He's 21 years old. Maybe they're just keeping him fresh.
Is it? Is that I don't know. I don't know. But to score a 95 considering is just unbelievable. Obviously, Jai, is that his first 100 of the year?
Absolutely. He's just
is.
building.
It
He gets
is.
Will Day back. Obviously, the week before was very poor. The whole team was poor. But for me, it was the tackles. He's got to be tackling above 5 times, and he's got to find a way to mark the ball. And I think with Will Day back in the side, it's going to make Jai Newcomb a little bit better.
Yep. Agreed.
So,
Hawthorn, yeah, they're not great. So,
no.
But he needs to be their best player.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I would like to share my screen. A few things happened when it came to the team because there were positional updates.
Yeah. Dual
So
position.
I just wanted, so we got a few dual position updates. It was Lukosius was made a forward and a defender, which is great. Elijah Hollins was made a midfielder and a forward. Was that it?
That is it for our team. Obviously, there were overall changes. The coach just doesn't really help us with the structure of our team.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think Elijah does, especially potentially this week with
Mhm.
our injuries / suspensions. Let's just take a moment to talk about last night. Max Gorn,
Max Gorn, mate. He's just.
he is the reason we are, I think we're seventh on the ladder, and that our team is looking okay.
I had a dream that you had a dream that we took Max Gorn at 13.
Did I keep having this dream that like we had pick 13 and it got to our turn and Max Gorn was available and we took him?
I had a dream
Uh,
that someone took Grundy, Kruger, and Tim English before Max Gorn.
well, Tim English is not. No, it was Jack Sinclair was the one
Oh,
who went in the top 10, which
Jesus.
is just like no. Otherwise, like, but what I will say is what you've seen from the top 10.
Mm,
All of them have had their days of going like 50s or 60s. Like no one's immune to that. And Gorn right now, I mean, touch wood, but his lowest is like an 87, which is ridiculous. I
yeah,
think behind Sheasel, he is the highest averaging.
yeah.
Or maybe, oh no, Walsh. Yeah, behind Sheasel, probably. He is number 2 overall in the league.
Mhm.
So it happens to everyone. And obviously, so he is just our captain for the foreseeable future. I can't see a reason why he wouldn't. Obviously, if he goes down, we're
Mm.
screwed, but we'll ride that wave. And then Rivers. Rivers had a great game. This is kind of what we were hoping for from him when we drafted him. Gets
Did you
his
watch it?
a little bit, a little bit.
So what happened at the end was he just found himself in those chains. The kick mark game in the second half. Sorry, the second half of the fourth quarter, he just found himself middle of the ground in the chains. He might have scored 18 points in the last 4 minutes. Like he got there. He was really good.
What I like about him is it's not cheap possession that he gets. I mean, they do
Mm,
like to get the ball in his hand, clearly,
mm,
but he's very well good at taking intercept marks, and he's not getting cheap. Obviously, you want cheap possessions but he's just a solid player, and he'll only get better as the year wears on.
yeah.
And yeah, and Clary, what'd you make of his game?
I thought he started sharp. He looked to be a one-touch player early, and then they're just resting him on the bench in quarters, and he just
What
can't. I
was
mean, to
his
be
game
fair,
time?
good question. To be fair, they had the game in control, so he played 76%. There you go.
Okay, that's on par though with what he usually does.
Yeah. So I think Clary's going to come good here after the bye. We just got to ride it out.
We
He's
need him
average.
to come good. I mean, we can only really afford him like probably another month of this.
Mm,
But as I said to you, like his floor needs to be 80 or 70. Like 65 just doesn't cut it
no.
if you really want to compete and go far in this competition.
Yeah. We brought back in Liam Ryan. I'm really excited about it.
Okay, is he? I haven't seen really anything. Is he going to be named this week? West Coast obviously coming off a couple of wins.
Yes.
Um,
So the situation is that the Waffle have a bye. So they are gonna probably want to get game time into him. If he doesn't play in the Waffle, well, they don't have a game this week in the Waffle. It will be 3 weeks on the sidelines when he's been fit and healthy. So I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in maybe as a sub or he
okay,
gets subbed out. But
so
Liam
watch
Ryan
this
is
space.
yeah, exactly
Okay,
right.
okay.
So we
So
bring him in.
yeah, and then we dropped Mychek. Who
Yeah,
he wasn't. He
drop
was
mine.
just filling spots. Obviously, some of the players we wanted to draft were picked up on the waiver. The way it works is based on your ladder position, you get dibs or order of picks available on the waiver. So because of our position, we're usually a little bit down the pegging order, which is not a bad position to be in.
No.
Um, and yeah, we don't really want to change the team too much. Moving on to this week, there's no real questions. Obviously, Sard and McGovern are out, so the backline is as is. We don't really have any backline coverage, and we have a loophole opportunity with Lockie Schultz today playing Anzac Day. Wait,
Oh, true.
who's playing? Wait, so the games today are Essendon Collingwood
Yes.
and
Brisbane,
Laredo
GWS.
Essendon. Okay. Do we have anyone to? No, we don't really have any loophole. I mean,
Well,
we
I
could,
don't.
but we don't have. No, we're stuck with Iden and Ash today
That's fine.
against Brisbane away. Tough, but if they can go combined 150, they can get a combined 150, which is not asking too much. Hopefully,
We're in good shape.
the
So
idea.
wait, what does Lockie Schultz need to score today in order for us to say I won his score?
70
70?
plus. Yeah.
So we would essentially
We're
take his
asking
70.
the question at 65. Otherwise, we're back in. Well, Max King needs to play. Max King needs to be named. I think he was supposed to. I don't know. You would know better than me. What's happening there?
It's looking more positive than negative, but unconfirmed.
Okay, so that obviously, if Max King doesn't play, then depends on Liam Ryan. So there's a
Yep.
few question marks to do, but right now, Lockie Schultz will be.
Would we play Liam Ryan if he was named, or give him a week?
Ideally, give him a week. If Max King is not named, we'll be forced to play Liam Ryan. Not true. Actually, that's not true.
We have a
Max
loophole
King-
opportunity.
Correct. Let's just see what Lockie Schultz scores. I think he has to go, 70 plus to be, which is not out of the question today. I did watch him last week. He's still finding his way in their structure.
If
He
we wanted
became a
to,
high. Yeah.
I was going to say, if we wanted to create a loophole option in defense, we could, because we can put Lukosius up there. But do we really want to do that?
No, because we back our defenders over our forwards.
True.
As in, like, we think we're getting more points from our defense than our forward.
Right.
Unless you don't agree.
No, I do agree with that. Let's.
Mate, we're on 440 points after 3 players with the captain.
We are.
It can't really get too much better than that. Obviously, 200s. Gorn scored a, 134 in the end? Yeah, that's a monster score. So very happy with that. And obviously River's very happy. So who we got?
We've got Josh Drummond's left boot. He would have picked up English with pick 2, I think it was. I think he had pick 2 or 3.
Yeah. He's got English as his captain. He's got a very heavy Brisbane team. Mm-hmm. Brisbane are playing at home, right?
Brisbane are playing away.
What's away the game?
Yeah, it's at Monica.
Is it?
Wait.
Are you sure? No.
Hang on. Yeah, Brisbane are playing at Monica Oval today.
I did not know that. Okay.
That changes everything.
That changes a little bit. Yeah, it does. Okay, I'm a little bit more optimistic for our GWS boys. I don't know the weather, but it doesn't really matter. We don't really have any. There's not really questions about selection here. It's only like we have the loophole opportunity. Our lineup is pretty set as is.
Yep.
His defense is actually pretty solid.
Yep.
Very solid. Probably better than ours, stronger. Although
I would say better performing. Yeah.
Yep. He's Harvey Thomas. When you got Harvey Thomas starting in your midfield, you are a bit weak. Who's got Will Graham? Okay. Rowbottom. Okay. Listen, English hopefully doesn't outscore Gorn. That's the hope. Who are they playing? They're playing
Freo. In Freo.
Okay. Against Sean Darcy and Jackson. Shouldn't be outscoring Gorn's captain.
I'm not worried about him at all. I mean, if he scores a
Um,
120, well done. Go for it.
yeah. So I think overall we have a better spread team than him.
Mhm.
His forward line's not bad. We've got Tex against North Melbourne, which is a worry.
Yep.
And Jesse Hogan was a bit down last week, still scores well.
Got
So
lucky with Jesse Hogan not getting that suspension,
yeah,
but
well,
whatever.
that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Todd Marshall against the Saints. Okay. So listen, we're off to a great start. We should win this week. He's down the bottom of the ladder. I think he's only banked one win for the season.
Yeah.
And yeah, so good win, especially with the start we've had to the rounds. Let's have a quick look at the ladder potentially.
Yeah, I can get the ladder up.
Yeah.
Here's the ladder. We
So
are
we
very
are
much well, we're above 100%. We are only one of 5 teams that has a percentage over 100.
yeah. So we are
6.
7th right now.
Yep.
But we're one game. No, we're 2 games out.
We're the second
yeah.
highest scoring team in the competition.
Which is nice, but doesn't account for much when you're 7th on the ladder.
That's true.
So
Points
you got to get, yeah.
We're up there, but yeah, we've got the 4th highest percentage. But again, it's just about winning. Just got to win.
Yeah.
We hopefully get
the win.
We get 2 soldiers back
injuries.
next week.
Who's back next week?
Well, McGovern and Finlayson.
Okay, and Jamara potentially.
Well, Jamara as well. That's another curveball that just keeps reminding us that, Harry Mackay, oh my God, but whatever.
No, we're going to stop mentioning that because En Malasot,
En Malasot,
is what it is. It is. We also took Sam Doherty, who went down. I'm still salty about it every time I think about it. More so not about the pick. I thought it was a great pick. I thought it was a steal for when we got him. I'm just salty that we didn't get to ride him this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the way it goes. Up and about.
That's us, mate.
We'll be doing this for the next, I don't know.
Oh, true. We've got virtual Hashem's Blues episodes for the next couple of weeks. So
yeah.
Mate, Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
And go the Hashem's
good luck. Could be the good luck charm.
Yep. Absolutely. Also, Elijah Holland playing on Pesach. Big.
True. I did actually think of that because at the Seder, you welcome the Prophet Elijah. You put a special cup aside and you say a blessing and you welcome him in. So I did think that was appropriate for him. And he's been a little bit down lately.
But it's his first game at the MCG, which is the home of football.
Okay.
So
yeah, we've got the Blues have a big game this week.
Yep.
All right.
So, all right, mate. Ciao.